Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson on JavaScript string interpolation. So in the last example, you remember that we have what you can see on my screen as an example where I declare two variables. I assign each of the variable a different value, and then with the help of template string, which is this backtick, I was able to, get the values of my variables out in my string. So you can see that this is a string. So this is a string, and then these ones represent variables which I'm trying to, combine with this string. And yet JavaScript understood what this meant by, interpreting and passing it in order to be able to give me the actual value. And you will see that initially without this dollar sign, when I take out the dollar sign, it was showing the variable name instead. But the dollar sign and this curly braces was what tells JavaScript that this is a variable that needs to be passed. And that is why you can see I'm getting the correct interpretation on my screen. Welcome to the Adewale. So there are different ways through which you can do this. I can decide to assign this to a variable. So I want to do let full name equals, I will just take this value here. So, and I'll put it here. And then I can do use document dot try to get out my, the value of my uh, new variable, and you will see that it's still working. Welcome to the Adewale. And I can as well do it in another way. I can use the usual way by using document dot get element by ID. So I can choose this place for using the document.get element by ID method in order to get out my output and not necessarily the right method to get it out. So I can do something like this and say, okay, this is how I want it. And then if you take a look at my browser, you see that I'm still getting the correct value which I've been getting like before. So this I've shown you like three different ways by which you can use this. So you can either assign this to a variable, you can use document.write to get it out. You can use this method, and you can even decide that you don't want it to be in a separate variable, and you can get it out directly here using your document dot write, and then I just take this part out. I'll take this part out, and then let me see what is wrong. Why is this not showing anything in my browser? So let me refresh. Is there anything? Okay, let me inspect to see what might actually be wrong in this code. So don't forget console.log is your best way of troubleshooting if there's any issue in your code. So where is this coming from? One is not define. You see, I have this one mistakenly on my code, and so it's affected the execution before because JavaScript could not interpret what it meant by that one. So you can assign the value directly to your inner.html, or you can assign it to a separate variable, or use document.write and assign the value directly, or you can output it using another variable. So these are different ways by which you can, work around to see how template string work. So it might not necessarily be a value name, so you can change it to different thing and try to work around it and use it in a different way to have a solid understanding of template string interpolation when working with JavaScript string. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.